Okay, so what if I told you there was a simple 5-minute routine you could do tonight that could completely change how you feel when you wake up tomorrow? Seriously. This isn't about some kind of magic or just forcing yourself to think positive thoughts. It's all based on one simple, powerful truth about how your brain is wired.
You know the feeling, right? We've all been there. The alarm goes off, and before your eyes are even really open, there's this wave of anxiety, a sense of dread, or just a heavy feeling you can't quite put your finger on. It is such a frustrating way to start the day. But here's the thing. What if the problem isn't the morning at all?
And that leads us to this fundamental paradigm shift. The real source of your morning mood, whether you wake up feeling anxious or calm, it isn't decided when you open your eyes. Nope, it's actually decided hours and hours before that.
This is the core insight, right here. Your morning mood doesn't start in the morning. It starts the night before. This just reframes the whole problem, doesn't it? For so long, we've been trying to fix our bad mornings in the morning, when the real work, the real opportunity, is the night before. This is the key.
So, what's the science behind this? Well, it all comes down to a concept called mental closure. See, your brain is basically a problem-solving machine. It's what it does. And it absolutely hates open loops or unfinished business. When you try to go to sleep with a head full of unresolved thoughts, your brain doesn't actually shut down. It keeps working, it keeps processing, it keeps trying to solve things all night long. And that is a direct recipe for waking up stressed out.
So think about it. Your night can really go one of two ways. On the one hand, a day without closure means your mind stays on, like it's working the graveyard shift. And the result? You wake up with that morning anxiety. But on the other hand, when you give your brain closure, you're basically telling it, hey, it's safe to rest now. All those open tabs in your mind get closed, and you wake up feeling so much lighter.
Okay, so the big question is, how do we actually get this mental closure? Well, that's exactly where this super practical 5-minute routine comes in. It's designed to do one thing: close all the open loops from your day.
And here is our roadmap. It's 5 simple but really powerful steps that, all together, take just 5 minutes. We're going to walk through each one. The brain dump, lowering the stress volume, the happiness rewire, setting a morning you can win, and finally, the sleep trigger. Ready?
Let's start with step 1, the brain dump. This is so simple. For just 60 seconds, you grab a notebook and you just unload. Write down every single thing that's buzzing around in your mind. The tasks for tomorrow, the worries, random ideas, anything. The point isn't to make a neat to-do list. It's just to get it all out of your head and onto the paper.
Now, after that minute is up, you're going to write this exact sentence at the bottom of the page. This right here is the magic phrase. It's like a direct command to your brain. It says, hey, you can let go now. These things are captured, they're safe, we'll deal with them tomorrow. It is the very first act of giving your brain that closure it craves.
All right, we've dealt with the mental clutter. Now we have to address the physical side of things. Because stress isn't just in your head, right? It's a physical state. It lives in your body, in your nervous system. So we need a physical tool to literally turn down the volume on that stress. And we're going to do that with a super simple breathing exercise. You can even do a cycle with me right now. Start by slowly inhaling through your nose for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, just gently hold that breath at the top for 2 seconds. 1, 2.
And now, this is the important part. A long, slow exhale through your mouth for a count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see, that long exhale sends a powerful signal to your nervous system. It tells it the danger is over and it is safe to relax. Just do that 2 or 3 times.
Step 3 is all about tackling anxiety about the future. You know, a lot of our stress comes from uncertainty about what's coming next. So what we're going to do is give our brain just a little bit of clarity, a tiny positive expectation for tomorrow.
So you're going to write this sentence down and then fill in the blank with one small, simple thing. It could be anything, like, because I'm going to savor my first cup of coffee, or because I'm going to listen to my favorite song. Then, and this part is really important, you read the full sentence out loud. For some reason, spoken plans calm the brain way faster than just thinking them. Okay, step 4 is my favorite. It's all about engineering an early win for yourself.
So many of us wake up with these huge, ambitious goals, and we fail before we even start. Instead, we're going to pick one tiny, almost laughably easy action to do first thing. I'm talking opening the curtains, drinking a glass of water, anything that takes less than 2 minutes.
And this is exactly why that tiny win is so crucial. We get it backwards all the time. We wait to feel motivated before we do something, but the psychology is clear. It's the other way around. Taking a small action creates that feeling of accomplishment, and that feeling is what builds momentum and generates motivation. You're basically kickstarting the engine of your day.
And finally, step 5. After a full day of thinking and doing and just being on, your brain needs a clear, definitive signal that says, okay, we are done now. The day is officially over. This simple physical act helps create that boundary. With one hand on your chest, you're just going to say this simple phrase twice, either out loud or just to yourself. Today is complete. This is it. This is the final stamp on the file. It's like hitting save and close on the document of your day, telling your brain there's nothing left to do but rest.
So what happens when you actually make this 5-minute routine a real habit? Well, the effects start to compound, and you begin to completely change your entire relationship with your mornings. Over time, what you'll see is that your baseline level of morning anxiety just dramatically drops. And it's not because your life suddenly got perfect or you have no stress. No. It's because your brain is starting each day from a place of rest, feeling prepared and safe, instead of starting from a state of high alert because it's been working all night.
You know, what we've really built here isn't just a routine. It's a habit based on a fundamental truth about our own minds. It's about finally working with your brain's need for closure instead of fighting against it. And that's really the ultimate takeaway. The secret to a better morning isn't a fancier alarm clock or more coffee. It's a better evening. By giving your mind the gift of a truly closed day, you give yourself the gift of a peaceful night and a much lighter, happier morning.